If but as well I other accents borrow, that can my speech diffuse, my good intent may carry through to itself to that full issue for which I raised my likeness. Now, banished Kent. If thou can't serve where thou dost stand condemned, so may it come, thy master, whom thou lovest, will find thee full of labours.
Let me not stay, job for dinner! Go, get it ready! What art thou?
A man, sir, an honest-hearted fellow, as poor as the king.
Oh, thou being poor for a subject as he is for a king, thou art poor enough. What wouldst thou?
Service.
Who wouldst thou serve? Dost thou know me, fellow?
No, sir, but you have that in your countenance which I would fain call master.
What's that?
Authority.
Follow me! Thou shalt serve me. If I like thee no worse after dinner, I will not part from thee yet. Dinner! Oh, dinner! Where's my fool and knave? Go, you call my fool hither. You, Shira, where's my daughter?
So please you?
Hey! Come you hither, sir. Who am I, sir?
My lady's father.
My lady's father. My lord's knave, you awesome dog, you slave, you
None of these things, my lord, beseech your pardon.
Do you bang it up to me, you rascal?
Oh, check out me, you base football player!
I thank thee, fellow, thou serves me, and I love thee!
Hey! Come on! Away! Away! I can teach you! Away! Away!
Now, my pretty Dave, I thank thee!
Let me hire him too! Here's my coxcomb!
How not, my pretty fool, how dost thou?
Oh, sirrah, you'd better wear my coxcomb!
Why, fool?
Why? For taking one's part that's out of favour. Thou canst not smile as the wind sits. Thou canst cold shortly. There, take my coxcomb. Why, this fellow has banished 2 one's daughters and has burned a blessing against his will. If thou follow him, thou must needs wear my coxcomb. And uncle, would I had 2 coxcombs and 2 daughters.
Why, my boy?
Well, if I gave them all my living, I'd keep my coxcombs myself. There's mine. Oh, my daughters.
He shut up, away! A basin and gold to me!
Sirrah, I'll teach you speech.
Do.
Mark it, uncle. Have more than thy showest. Speak less than thy knowest. Lend less than thy owest. Right. If I drink in thy horn and keep in the door, and now I'm more than 2 tenths to a score.
This is nothing, fool.
Then 'tis like the breath of an unfeed lawyer. You gave me nothing for it. Can you make no use of nothing, uncle?
Why, no, man. Nothing. Can be made out of nothing.
Prithee tell him. So much the rent of his land comes to, he will not believe a fool.
A bitter fool.
And dost thou know the difference, my boy, between a bitter fool and a sweet fool?
No, no, teach me.
The Lord that counselled thee to give away thy land, come place him here by me. Do thou for him stand. The sweet and bitter fool will presently appear, the one in motley here, the other found out there.
Does that call me fool, boy?
All thy other titles thou hast given away, that thou was born with.
This is not altogether full, my lord.
And give me an egg, uncle, and I'll give thee 2 crowns.
What 2 crowns shall they be?
Well, if I cut the egg in the middle and eat up the meat, the 2 crowns of the egg. When thy clovers thy crown in the middle and gave away both parts, thou borest thy ass and thy back all the dirt. Thou hast little wit in thy born crown, and I gave the golden one away. Fools and no less, wit in a year. Oh, what is meant for fish? They know not how the wits to wear.
The man is on the way. I really won't get yourself full of song, sir.
I used it, uncle, ever since thy made thy daughters thy mothers. For whence thou gave them the rod, and put down thine own breeches.
Ah, how now, daughter? What bit's this fronted on? Methinks you're too much of late to the fro.
Thou was a pretty fellow, thou hast no need care for her frowning. I am better than thou art now. I am a fool. Thou art nothing. Oh, yes, forsooth, I'll hold my tongue, and so your face bids me. Though you say nothing. Mama.
Not only, sir, this your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel, bringing forth in rank and not to be endured riots. Sir, I had thought by making this well known unto you to have found a safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoken done that you protect this course and put it on by your allowance.
The head sparrow is fed so long it's everything little boys young.
Are you what, daughter?
Come, sir, I would you would make use of that good wisdom whereof I know you are fraught, and put away these dispositions which of late transform you from what you rightly are.
May not the ass know when the cart draws the horse. Oh, Jug, I love thee.
Does any here know me?
No!
This is our Lear.
No!
Does they walk us?
No!
Speak thus?
No!
Where is eyes? Who is to tell me who I am?
Lear's shadow.
I shall own that. For the marks of knowledge, sovereignty, and reason, I shall be false persuaded I have daughters.
If they will make an obedient father.
Thy name, fair gentlewoman.
This admiration, sir, is much of the savour of other your new pranks. I do beseech you to understand my purposes aright. As you are old and reverend, you should be wise. Here do you keep 100 knights and squires, men so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this our court, infected with their manners, shows like a riotous inn. Epicurism and lust make it more like a tavern or a brothel than a graceful palace. The shame itself doth speak for instant remedy. Be then desired by her that death will take the thing she begs, a little to disquantity your train, and the remainder that will still depend to be such men as may besort your aid and know themselves and you.
Devils! Shut my horses! Call my train together! Degenerate bastard, I not trouble thee yet have I left a daughter!
You strike my people and your disordered ravening servant of the devil!
Rush to the marble-hearted fiend! More hideous than the shocking return! And the sea monster!
Pray, sir, be patient.
Thou liest! My train are men of choice and rarest heart, that all particulars of duty know, and in the most exact regard to all the wishes of the name! Oh, small fool! How oddly didst thou in the Coachella show that like an engine wrenched my frame of nature from a fixed place, drew from the heart all love and added to the gall! Lear, peace to this gate that let thy folly in and thy dear judgment out! Go, my people!
My lord, I am guiltless as I am ignorant of what hath moved you.
That may be so, my lord. Here, nature. Here, dear goddess, here. Suspend thy purpose. If thou didst intend this creature to be fruitful, into our womb convey sterility. Dry up in her the organs of increase, and from her derogate body never spring a babe to honor her. If she must be, let it be tried with spleen, that it may live and be a poor disnatured torment to her. Let it stand wrinkles in her brown youth, take tears for channels in her cheeks, till all her mother's pains and benefits to laughter and contempt, that she may feel how sharper than the serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away! Away!
Oh God, that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never afflict yourself to know the cause, but let his disposition have that scope that dotage gives it.
What's the matter, sir?
I will tell thee. Life and death I am ashamed that thou hast the power to shake my medical bust. And these hot tears which break from me perforce shall make thee worth it. Blast and force upon you! The untainted woundings of a father's cast pierce every sense about thee! Oh, fond eyes! In this cause again I pluck him out and cast him as the waters that you lose to death or pain! Yea, is it come to this? so. Yet have I left a daughter, whom I am sure is kind and comfortable. When she shall hear this of you, with her nails she'll flay thy wolfish figure. Oh! Thou shalt find that I resume that shape, which thou dost think I have cast off forever. Thou shalt! I warrant thee!
Do you mark that, my lord?
I cannot be so partial. Goneril, 'tis a great love I bear you.
Brave content. What Oswald, go! And now, Oswald, have you read that letter to my sister?
Aye, madam.
Take you some company and await your horse. Inform her full of my particular fear, and let you add such reasons of your own that may compact it more. Get you gone and hasten your return. No, no, my lord. This milky gentleness and course of yours, though I condemn not, yet under pardon thou art much more a task for want of wisdom than chained from wilful mildness.
Far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell. Striving to better, offering more what's well.
Nay,
Well, the event.